Oh, Marvel. Here we go. In between matches, man. That's what we said. All right, on the short court. Hyper. On the far end, Dino-mite. Dino-mite. It's so cute, isn't it? Energy drink time. And the referee, Pistol Pete Decker, is telling the women's teams that it is a hard line, which means you touch it, you're dead. Soft line for sports, like on the center line here, you can slide by it on the opening rush, as we've just seen. Field fires it from Hyper, missing. Hyper with the burden to throw. Pelche on the left wing. Joe Brooks on the right. Dino-mite, turn to throw. 4 balls, 6 players. Lau sends it. Shots fired at the left wing, taken outside.
First out of the match.
Co-captain Cy. It's the first blood drawn. 2 balls fired. Captain Pelche's taken out.
Even trade.
Well, exactly, yeah. Captain, my captain. Both balls firing. Field with great protection of Leaf. Heads to the back. Dino-mite with the burden to throw.
I thought you were going to throw your laptop there. You want?
Need to get one of those gloves to hold on to it. Jenny Mui taking out. 4 players remaining for Hyper, but they've got the ball advantage. Garcia rips it, but low. Good protection there on the left wing by Monica Lee. Big rip going a little bit too high.
Yeah, decides not to push into the transition there.
Hot fire. Valentina Juice taken out. Ball is going over to Priscilla Lee. Sharing the play with her teammates. 4 players, 4 balls to the line. Right on target.
Right through.
Burden to throw over to Hyper. It's these moments where when the crowd gets pretty quiet, like we need to like have our own little hype up.
I mean,
hype it
dodgeball.
for Hyper. Just crush this Red Bull real quick. Dino-mite.
The mighty
Sends him
Dino-mite.
Wide of target. Play call to the line. Brooks rips it hard but misses the target. Field sends it late. She stays alive. Lau, Lee. Hyper with 4 seconds left. Right on target. And a counterattack takes out Field as well. Lau's gone. 2 players left for Dino-mite. 2 as well for Hyper. Garcia doing her best to stay alive. Hard throw by Garcia right on Lee. No damage though, 2-ball block.
It's going to be a tough situation.
Alano and Lee send it on. Brooks taking her out and a 1v2.
Good job taking away the feet there.
Yep. Yep. We talked about that earlier. Just keeping that active feet. You never know otherwise. Garcia pushing to the line, wearing number 88. Rip by Lee. Over and under, though.
Yeah, that little, just getting the knees up and down, right? Like, you can't pull yourself back in the ground once you've jumped, right? Like, you can't get down faster again. So, just taking away that.
You don't have a gravity belt. Like,
Yeah.
like, there's no way to just change that.
One day we'll get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one day being, you know.
Lee taking out 1v. No. Lee's good. She was just reaching for the ball.
Yeah. But yeah, being able to like get your feet back on the ground and make a second move if you need to, right? Not being stuck in the air. Boy, that's so important.
Garcia sends it wide. Full send. She's alive. Shot clock counting down to 3 seconds. Another wide shot. Again, shot clock counting down. And 2 ball go. And no damage.
No damage.
Yeah, good work here. This is a little chess match that we're watching. You notice in Garcia while she's walking, she's like setting up her pitch.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of just playing the court.
Okay, take a look here. There's a player switch. Alano's now the right winger, while Lee's taking the left wing. Interesting. Meanwhile, Garcia switches on her own.
Huh.
Yeah, exactly. Garcia pushes up that left wing. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Lets it rip, goes low and wide of the target. Still ball advantage over
I bet you the next time that ball goes into the backcourt that she takes that shot. I think that's been once or twice now that like.
And a hit.
Got in, yeah. I think I saw something there where like, she might have gotten the read that they're turning around to get that ball a little too casually, so.
First point on the board. Dino-mite.
I love the jerseys.
They're so good.
Both sides ready. Opening rush, toss back. Field rips it. No limbs. Play call by Dino-mite going out to the wings. 4 players head to the line. On Mui, she's taken out. Brooks, great court awareness, gets the ball for teammate. Alyssa Wright is joined in the center.
So I was talking to Captain Sai before this for Dino-mite and saying, last time they played Hyper, they lost 8-0.
Oh.
And so
Okay.
to already go up 1-0, right?
Yeah.
Like, step forward here. And
Infinitely better.
yeah.
Right, staying alive, going nice and low with the squat. Field with the play call, sharing with the teammates. Everyone knows. 4 players headed to the line. Great teamwork there. Taking out Lee. That's one thing is you saw everyone was aware of the play, so everyone could have been a part of it.
Yeah.
Shot, fit, fired hard on right. Both of them.
Double.
Dino-mite, slow and steady. Throws great protection on the right wing by Brooks. Something you mentioned before with the last game is when we were seeing Marvel with the sort of active hand movement, it does seem to be just verbal for Hyper, and actually for Dino-mite. Strong throw on Brooks, takes her out. Field takes that wing position, but actually, now that I say it, Garcia's using hand signals for the play call. Definitely shows an advanced play work. If you're using sort of verbal sometimes, and Field!
What a catch.
Now we get to be louder again. Thank you. Mui brought back, ball hit, uncatchable. Captain
Beautiful
Pelche taking
spot.
out the opposing winger, Lee. Garcia staying alive. Player advantage by Hyper, 4 players to 2. Great aggressive defense there in transition. Sai was pushing up and just was held back there, but wasn't too aggressive either.
Yeah, good job just, reading the reading traffic, right? Like knowing when to stop, when to go again. And
Advantage, Burden, the Dino-mite, and perfect snipe takes out Garcia, but it was a trade situation and size out. Advantage. Still with Hyper, 3 players to 1. We've got a 1v situation. Ju with the 2-ball block. Valentina Ju. You might confuse it for 19, but that's
That's right.
definitely 14.
yeah, I kept looking at 19, like, where's this on the roster? So, that was my
Pump
confusion.
fakes. And no aggression. They're going to take their time. Set play call, but a preemptive strike. Pelche is narrowly blocking that one. 4 balls, 3 players. Sending it right on target, but it's a 2-ball block.
Oh, is it line?
That darn line.
Too many lines.
4 minutes to half. Would be because it's kind of like it's a Latin. There's a broader of things.
No false starts.
It's like saying Tella and God. It's the exact same word, right?
Toss back. Burleson is joined, but she's quickly taken out.
I was going to say, I heard a hit. I didn't know where it was, though.
Ju out, Burleson out. Actually, yep, 5 on 5. Shot clock down to 2. Both firing at Pelche, but she's staying alive. Burden to throw over at Hyper. Right. Leaf in the middle, sharing with her teammates. Hard hit, Alano. Player advantage for Hyper. Right in the middle with the play call. Hustles to the line. Pelche with the throw. Back and forth action.
Nothing connects on that cascade. Good job, though. Each side keep each other accountable, right? Like the counter to the counter to the counter.
So, Cascadia Cup. Wouldn't that be a great title for like a Ultimate Westerns kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, except I think soccer already took it.
Ah, dang.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Cascadia flag.
Oh, yeah.
Right, active blocking.
It's all drivable from me. Yeah.
3 players headed to the line. Pelche, hard on target, takes out number 26, Monica Lee. Three seconds left on the shot clock. Goes low below Leaf. Big pump fake by Pelche. Burden to throw on Hyper. Pump fakes, cross courts, counters.
Connects.
Yeah. Lau out. Lee left.
Just about a minute left. Good job. That one.
The
little
hammer.
fake.
Staying alive.
Yeah, that one little pump fake gave her just enough intel to see, like, okay, a charge is coming. That's what they're getting ready for.
I love these moments. Switching up the spot, squaring up against a different player. Pelche's putting the pressure on, though. Rip back and forth. Whoa! That's a big response to a pump fake right there. That is to prove that that was a real pump fake is like the wind knocked her over. And just doing an incredible job of staying alive. we just heard we have a little under 40 seconds left in the first half. Trade situation. That is exactly what you want to do.
Yep. Win's a win.
A win is a win.
It's like a fielder's choice, right? You're going to get the out either way.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't really matter who. What'd you say?
Okay.
I'm not sure I understand. I don't think it's dog. No, it's running.
Okay.
It's running.
And no blocking in sudden death halftime. Lau's taken out. Brooks staying alive.
But it's good because now I can see when we're at 15, so I can switch it.
Dino-mite, 4 balls, 4 players at the line. Back and forth, Alano's out.
Peltier's kind of like scooting around that one ball coming in.
Full court press by Hyper. Preemptive throws on defense. No damage done. Dino-mite, 4 players left.
You just do something to the sound?
Burleson, Leaf
Oh no, it's all good now.
in the middle. Leaf's taken out.
There was a moment.
More great pressure provided by Erica Lee on that right wing. She rips it at her opposing winger.
They're not always connecting, but the side of Dynamite is doing a great job of making Peltier. Sorry, I couldn't figure out how to say it. She's always a little bit off balance, like on the dodges. Like they're doing a good job of making her uncomfortable in that corner. Like she's so good, and like they're doing a good job of like putting that pressure.
Oh, here we go. Sai goodbye. Burleson taken out in the trade situation. 1v4. That's 14, not 19. And everybody sending on that one. 3 up against 1. And we'll switch halves. Take a moment here. So, Ian, were you checking your back there for a moment? I felt like you had a... Yeah.
Hey Ben.
It's been a few years.
Hey Ben. Why is it tough that Nationals is in Quebec this year?
Je ne sais quoi.
Because it's hard to block Quebecois.
Oh, hey. So, to fill you in on that, there's a party that is the Bloc Québécois.
Got it.
So, because we have a multi-party system where it's not just red versus blue.
Which America should move to.
Yeah.
Well, I think it is suddenly
we-
with the caucuses.
We based ours off that Halo series, right?
Yeah,
The red
exactly.
versus blue. So, you could say yours is better, but ours is based on Halo. So,
It's just too bad there isn't like actual like jerseys and uniforms, like red team versus blue, and like you could just
there
look
will
in the
be.
Congress. I guess they do it with ties actually. And back to the game. Burden to throw, Dino-mite. Taking their time with the play call. Shot clock's counting down. 3 seconds. Burden to throw, Hyper. Mui with the play call. Sends it solo. Dino-mite now. Burden to throw with 4 balls.
let's see who they target. Who do they want out
Yeah.
first?
Oh, they're going back at Mui. Kind of to fire back.
I like the idea though, right? Like it was almost like 2 solos, right? Like one went off, and then like, hey,
Wow.
what movement happens? Let's see what we can get. But great job by the side of Hyper, like to keep it moving, right? Like not be anywhere too long.
Cross. And Mui is the one taken out. So if they were saying, hey, like that's who we want first, it did seem to be the preeminent target. Burden to throw. Dino-mite. 3 to the line. Solo throw. Leaf getting the ball back. Leaf to Leaf there. Oh, good ups by Lau and a brilliant rip. Field staying alive.
Yeah, just off the mark there. Field's doing a good job of just
For the line.
getting out of the way.
2 balls headed to Pelche, but she stayed alive. Leaf, Field with the play calls. Right on the right wing. Pow! Goodbye, Erica Lee. Big rips. Winger on winger. But it wasn't a trade, so Lau's the only one out. Burleson this time with the play call. Cross court by right, protected by Burleson. Sai and Alano, final 2 players remaining for Dino-mite. They've got 2 balls apiece. Their burden to throw. Shot clock counting down. 4 seconds. Big pump fakes out of right. Pelche pushes. Returns to the team. Burden to throw on Hyper. Leaf with the play call. Pow, back and forth. Great blocks on both ends.
Yeah, there's no rush here on Hyper, right? Like,
No need to be hyperactive.
yeah.
Burden again, Hyper. Leaf with the call. Preemptive strike on Pelche. No damage, but it's right taking out Alano, and now a 1v situation. Captain Sai all by herself. Watch out for a full send. Oh, a reset happening with that preemptive throw. And we're inside of 10 minutes for this game. Sniping that shoe.
I'm personally a big fan of like big dodges, right? Like, be as far away from where you were when they went to start throwing, right? Like, if I'm in a completely different place and there's a triple team, the chance
Like
that
we'd
only
want to see a
one is
little
on.
cloud, and you're like, and there's a silhouette of you.
Yeah, right? Like, while the ball's in the air, how far did I move? Such that the chance that they're hitting me with any one ball is smaller.
And a false start called. So you're allowed to do a false start how many times?
Once.
Per half. Or is that an adaptation? Oh, hey, it's 2023, people. Okay. Getting out the rust. So, yes, with Jillian Brooks there, had the false start, but we're allowed to restart it. If it happens again, they'll be starting with 5 players instead of 6. Pelche taken out. Burden to throw on Hyper because they've got the extra ball.
It's so tough, too. I remember watching the Australia-Malaysia match at Worlds. Oh, 3?
Oh, that aggressive.
3.
And wouldn't have been an issue, but Lee was getting ready to move forward and protect her teammates of all things. Hard throws by Hyper.
I think I saw Hyper mouth to watch. I'm gonna get 3 with 1 ball. I think I saw
They
them.
called the shot.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah, they knew.
Like a great pool player. Like it'll hit this backboard. Brooks pushing to the line hard. Both wingers even. Garcia as well.
But yeah, what I was saying about dodging, like, I feel like Hyper is so good at dodging just enough, right? Like, it takes less energy to dodge. You know, they are dodging effectively, even with 6 on the court, right? Like, being able to be nimble within the space that you have.
Well, and this is extra important. When you think tournament style, that it's just your game after game after game. You can have the best dodge of your life, but you have to do it again and again.
What a catch.
Turnaround moment here. Muse taken out. 3 players remaining for Dino-mite.
Is Monica
Player
Liu with that
advantage.
catch.
Size taken out. Lee on the left wing. Alano on the right. 2 balls apiece, spreading out the wings. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. They narrowly get it out. Burleson wasn't watching that trailer.
I like that throw.
Burden to throw on Dino-mite. They've got 4 balls, 2 players, and 3 seconds left on the shot clock. You know, one thing that I notice sometimes is the pump fake can really throw off the rhythm of the refs Because it's like, okay, there's 3 seconds left, and I see them just do this big pump fake. So they're going to stop the next number. And there tends to be this massive gap between the odd number. You can tell that's when there's a good pump fake.
I found I need to stop like looking at the offense, and I just look at the team without a ball, because once a ball enters my vision, right, like that's when I know the count's reset.
3 players, 3 balls for Hyper. Great shot. Rooks 5, serving 1. Hyper over Dino-mite.
And just to give another secret of the refs, right? Like on the rush, the 2 refs don't have to be in the middle. They can each be at the check line.
Yeah.
And just be looking for the ball to cross, because there's no actual action. Right, like, there we go. Right,
Especially on this opening rush, we have Manavong there. He's able to witness that balls have passed the activation line.
Yeah, and now you get to shift back, and works really well.
Burleson with the play call.
Same
She
thing, like
sends it.
if the like the offense like Hyper comes up, you can go further left, and you get the view of the player and the player they're throwing at, right? Like full on.
Right's taken out. First blood of this set. Lots of balls, lots of players. Here we go. 1, 2. Aggressive defense by Lau. She was ready to send it, but it's Lee taken out. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. 2 balls. Burleson's out.
Finals. Yeah.
3 seconds on the shot clock. They send it to the winger. She's staying alive. Burden to throw. Dino-mite. Play call by Jew.
I didn't realize that was a 5-ball play coming up, but good job by Dino-mite staying alive there.
Leaf with the call. Mui, Pelche. 4 seconds on the shot clock. 3. Taking their time. 1 ball sent. Alano staying alive. Mui out. 2 players remaining for Hyper. They've got the ball advantage, 2 balls apiece. Dino-mite, you can see, ready for catches. All goes low. Lee provides pressure for her team.
You know what? The less people on the court, the easier it is to get a catch, right? Like, and the harder it is to resist going for them.
Yeah,
to the same.
well
you
said.
know, it's now's the time to be doing trades, but like you have less to look at, so it's easier to go.
Especially
for
in
the
this
catches.
moment here, like Lee can be super aggressive. Except when she's shot at.
Yeah.
But then that's when the opposing winger, if you're not shot at, go for the thrower or the non-thrower. You have to decide in advance if you're going to do a great counterattack. Well, these 2 teams, these 2 players on Hyper can last forever in any situation. So this is the one thing, is they're happily being clock killers with less than 3 minutes left in the match.
Yeah.
Play call by Leaf. Bam. Lau goes high. Leaf narrowly escaping the line. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Winger on winger, but great block by Lee.
That's rough. 5 balls not for the side of Hyper. The counterattack and the rollback of the ball that was committed.
2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the match. Hard throw on Jew. Get that ball. Uh-oh. Speaking of that rollback. Burden to throw. Hyper. Burden to finish out this set is on Dino-mite. Good ups. Lee pressures, and it's a trade. Oh, no. Yep. I'm mistaken. It was just Lee that's taken out. But wait, there's less. Great catch by Zion Leaf, but he's not in the game. Sai providing pressure for her team.
Hey, wait, he's a ball retriever. He's a
Yeah.
member of that
it's
team.
It's a larger community to define team. You need to make sure that ball is. It makes a difference.
I will continue fighting that ball retrievers should be a medal position at Worlds. In any event. Yeah, coaches are.
Well,
And a ball retriever has
also
an active
way
impact
more
on the
active
court.
than a bench player. Like sometimes
Absolutely.
you have a roster player who's
Yeah.
great 2-ball block by Leaf.
I mean,
50 seconds left in the match.
like you play with the team long enough, like you know how each individual player wants the ball to come in on the court, right? Do they want to hand it to them? Do they want it to bounce? Up, pop,
Amazing
catch.
move! Huge presence of mind. Right in. 3 players versus 1. How many were there before?
5-2.
My
5
goodness.
against 2.
They are also killing the clock while we're at it because there's now 22 seconds left.
I mean, it was patience, right? Like they didn't need to do anything. They got to play their game. They had nowhere to go.
And a reset happening again.
Yeah, Hyper is playing this game perfectly.
5 seconds left in the match. No rush here. Sending it. And now, sudden death, no blocking. 1 player versus 3 balls apiece. And let's line it up. No blocking. Full send. Trailer. Lau rips it. Again. Bit of a reset right now. Hyper showing great presence of mind.
Yeah, that ball being out on the side though that's gonna be hard.
Woof.
Ooh, no block, no block.
We're back to Pelche and Leaf going up against Lau. Oh, greedy
Beautiful
fingers
spot.
and a big up, but a big hit. Great moment for Lau.
Fantastic work. Yeah, for that whole Dynamite squad, right? We talked about it earlier. Last year there was an 8-0 match against them. This year, 5-2. Like the gap is closing. Like great job by this team, growing year over year. And like there's a day 2 tomorrow. Like today's round robin.
There
What are
is
they
a
going to learn
day 2.
between, tomorrow and the next?
Speaking of next, let's take a look at the schedule. We are going to be watching Tempest and Bloom. It's going to be back-to-back Bloom. Dynamite will return, and it will end with Hyper and Tempest. So I'll take
An
a little
early
break.
preview of spring, some double Bloom. All right, we'll be back. I think 15 minutes or so, so 5 o'clock Pacific. We'll be back. See you in a moment.
And the two teams are lining up on your short court. You got Bloom going up against Tempest. And Bill, Bloom and Tempest have just played. Tempest lost 3-5 against Marvel. And then Alpha Elites lost 3 to Bloom 6. So Bloom's coming off a win, Tempest coming off a loss. Great shot. So does Guevara.
Yeah, 1 for 1.
Running up for Tempest. Shots fired. Lee's on defense.
You said Bloom and Tempest, right? Sorry, I'm getting my rosters up quick.
And if you want your gloves, they're over there. Bill.
Yeah, I need
For anyone
those
who's
too.
not on site, it is chilly here.
What?
You're not cold?
I can't. No.
Oh my gosh.
gonna-
I'm from
Like, Bill's wearing a jacket and gloves at times, so. All right, on the action. Burden to throw is Bloom. Shot clock down to 3. 2 balls sent. Staying alive for Tempest.